Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for this long time coming spirits review of this spirit that is indeed from the Republic of Texas. Republic whiskey, if you will, blended bourbon. I am your King of Extreme Phil, K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes you the podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highland. One handsome man, if I do say so myself. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
the 16-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, blend master of ceremonies himself, Tony fucking G.
So, T, this is from 2022. My parents picked this up for me on a trip to Texas in 2023. Okay. And here we are, tail end of 2024, getting to it. So, this is the breakneck pace and turnover rate that we have here at the K.O.E. Nation. Now, here we go. Here's the open. Cracking your neck in the morning. Shall you get to the card, T?
Disappointment, bland, flavorless.
Oh, you're doing the Johnny Carson. Yeah. Okay.
Saddle up, you've got some drinking to do. Republic whiskey. Viva Republic.
On the back here it says, Republic blended bourbon whiskey is smooth enough for sipping, but can hold its own in a cocktail. Made from corn, rye, and a bit of barley, and hill country rainwater. Republic blended bourbon whiskey has rich notes of oak and vanilla fading into dark cherry with bold finish like the West Texas sunset.
And it's 80 proof. I'm betting there's not going to be a lot of that fucking flavor that they're talking about. I like how it just says right out of the gate, Republic blended bourbon whiskey is smooth enough for sipping, but can hold its own in a cocktail. So they're already like, you're going to want to blend this into a drink.
Not bad.
Texacello LLC, Austin, Texas. Texacello.com.
Now,
okay.
Let's see. Distilled in Indiana.
So you're telling me barreled and bottled in Texas, Republic blended bourbon whiskey,
and it added their own rainwater.
And they added rainwater from Texas, which makes it better by, the grace of God. Grain spirits distilled in Indiana, so
MGP.
So it's got some potential to be okay instead of being, hot garbage from Texas.
Which,
sorry, not.
Tony, what's your favorite Texas bourbon?
Yep.
Does have some standard bourbon notes.
No. Like what?
Caramel. Vanilla.
Say something that's not on the label.
Neither of those were on the label. They were talking about like black cherries and shit that I'm not gonna taste that in 1,000 years. Okay?
This doesn't...
But Slungevati.
Doesn't smell like bourbon.
It's really just all oily.
It's very oily.
No, it's not very. It's all oil.
I drank it.
It's like popcorn butter.
Like, I swallowed. And I feel like it's still in my mouth.
For cocktails, that has potential.
Usually, there's legs. It's just one big leg. Like, it's all just coating the glass.
I was about to say, like, this is the popcorn butter of whiskey. You're right. It's just a consistent coat.
Now yeah, it's just coated, like, because my mouth is coated. Like, this...
Considering we came in with low expectations, this has exceeded them.
Oh, sure. I mean, this blasted in my mouth, and it's going to be lingering for weeks.
So yeah, it's very buttery, but
I mean, I'm not going to, like, wait by the phone for it to call, but...
So as we move on to
I'd respond to a text after midnight.
we move on to the grading. We're going to grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. We're going to grade this, Tony, as a bourbon, as a whiskey.
Is it a bourbon?
It's a bourbon.
Is it?
It legally qualifies.
Okay. Allegedly.
We're going to grade it as a cask-aged spirit. We're going to grade it as a Texas. Just a Texas. It has something to do with Texas.
Doesn't.
Tangentially, it has some rainwater in there that comes from Texas,
Sure.
apparently.
What, by accident?
It's about to say this.
Was it raining when they transported the barrels? I mean, the fuck?
And with authentic Texas rainwater.
Oh shit, the cover done flew off the wagon. It's raining. The barrels is getting wet. Ah, just add it on to the label there, Skeeter. Texas rainwater.
That's only...
That's how they got it down to 80 proof.
Okay, so...
It's like God
it
was
should be
crying.
the secret fifth question.
God was crying. He was so proud of the barrels we picked from Indiana that he cried right into our blend. And we put it in this here bottle.
Texas.
Texas.
So
You know
Tony,
it's from Texas? You ever met a person from Texas? Go ahead and count how long it tells you to let them know that they're from Texas. Multiple times.
yeah, it's sort of like the polar opposite of vegans. It's like
It's not
there's-
that big of an opposite.
but like it'll take like they just can't wait to tell you.
Yeah, put a vegan and a Texan in the room and see which one introduces himself that way at first.
Oh wow!
Because they'll tackle each other. Trying to do it.
Say, Tony, they might violate like space-time continuum to the point where we might be able to crack going faster than the speed of light. But which one's going to try to introduce themselves faster?
You ever met a Texan that does something quirky and goes, "That's just me. I'm a Texan," and you know people from the other 49 states that do the exact same shit, going,
And Tony, your brother's a Texan. This wouldn't happen to be some hard-won personal experience with it. So, Tony, we'll grade this as a bourbon. I'm guessing you're gonna get very high marks. Probably
Is it
like
a
4.75.
bourbon?
I'm
Like-
guessing.
I'm sure this was a bourbon at some point before Texas got cried into it and made it better somehow. I don't know. Is a bourbon at 2.75?
I was gonna give this 3. It's a serviceable bourbon.
It's not a.
It's serviceable.
No, it's not. They say on the fucking first sentence of the back label, "Cocktail this, please." I mean, they pretty it up with Texas lingo, but that's what it says.
2.9.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, as a cask-aged spirit.
Fucking 1.5.
Okay. Now, I'll give it 2.25.
You're generous.
And then as a whiskey,
Oh, whiskey, it's definitely a whiskey.
2.5.
I'll give it a 3 as a whiskey.
Okay. You know what? I'll agree with you. It's a good cocktailer. I'm gonna enjoy it as a cocktailer because that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah.
Now,
Fuck yeah, you're sitting around the
Tony.
sody pop vending machine going, "I just can't decide what sody pop I want to fucking..." Oh, sorry, this is from Texas. "I just can't decide which flavor of Coke I want to mix with my Republic Texan whiskey bourbon that God cried in."
Texas.
Texas. I'm from Texas, so I call all pop Coke.
Tony. All right.
It's pop. It's not soda. It's definitely not Coke. It's pop. Fight me.
I don't even know where to start there, folks.
Sorry. Coke is a Coke. You know what a Coke is? It's Coca-Cola. If you fucking asked your wife to go get you a Coke, and she instinctively knows, "Oh, I better bring him a Sprite," what the fuck is wrong with you? You deserve each other.
I feel like
Horrible people.
Feel like you're kind of working some stuff out here, T.
Just saying.
Well, T, then we're at just the right point. If we're gonna grade this as a Texas, just something that has something to do
as a Texas
with Texas
bourbon. All right, as a Texas bourbon.
Now, T, I want you to look. Hang on. Do you see that up there? That's that barrel up there. All right. Now, as a Texas bourbon, as a Texas, how do you grade this?
Well, considering that the only liquid from Texas in this is the fucking rainwater. Yeah. As an Indiana bourbon, it's a fucking 175.
Well, how do you rate the rainwater?
Oh, it's just, there you go.
I have a pretty good idea that it's not any of that. But anyways, so now, Tony, the shelving.
Oh, golly. Let me just clear off space on my top shelf so I can drink something better so I can put this on the bottom.
Yeah, it's bottom shelf whiskey.
Really? That didn't give it away?
Now, I don't know what Ma and Pa paid for this whiskey. I don't.
I hope they stole it.
No, they probably didn't.
I hope they did.
When this bottle runs empty, would I seek another one?
Oh, you darn tootin'.
I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to Texas to get another one.
Oh, no, you're going to go down there and this will be the first bottle you pick up. I tell you what.
If I see another one sometime when I go to Texas,
there, man, you got
I might.
That little propane there, man.
See, Tony, it says
push
Hill
that up to the grill,
Country,
it goes flip, 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 and it serves you a burger there, man.
Hill Country Rainwater. Right there.
What county in Indiana is that from?
Oh, yeah. This is pretty much an MGP creation with a bit of Texan rainwater.
I'm just glad that a quasi-Midwest state could help Texas make a better product.
Oh, because, yeah, I'm going to be honest. Texas-made bourbon, not good.
You have to have one that, like...
If you know of a Texas-made bourbon that we should try, let us know down in the comments.
If you say TX bourbon, you're just fucking wrong.
That's the thing. We love TX whiskey,
it's
but its bourbon is not as good. So, folks...
They had to finish it in sherry and port to make it better.
As I'm known to say around here, well... I'm going to go with no on the secret 6 questions because I don't know.
Oh, I'm going with yes. I'm going to buy you a whole case of this so you can have
Please
it
don't.
At all times.
You really shouldn't have. But as I'm known to say around here...
$50 laying around.
Oh, that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us for this long time coming Texas Republic Whiskey Review. Mom, Dad, thank you much. God bless. I hope all of you make it back here to the K.O.E Nation. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Tony's like, I didn't know your parents, were that displeased with you that they would gift you. And Garrison Brothers. And Garrison Brothers bourbon. You love that stuff, T.
It's just fucking home run after home run.
So, folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. I am signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only.
Fucking knock it off, Texas. Just stop. You got a state that big with that much land. You think they could put up a distillery that didn't suck? Nope, still got to import it from Indiana. Put rainwater in it. What the fuck? We put our own rainwater in the bourbon we imported from Indiana. What the fuck is that? That's
ouch.
What the fuck? That is the worst gimmick I've ever heard. It was too spicy coming from Indiana, so we diluted it down with our sweet Texas rain. The fuck?
Tony just getting some smack talking on the way out.
Sorry, but what the fuck?
So, folks, well, I know Republic Whiskey's going to put us on the payroll.
Oh, I'm excited.
But yeah, folks, this is why we don't accept bottles from people. My parents gifted this to us, but we don't take, distillery gifts because anything that you're given for free is going to color your thoughts on it.
Speak for yourself. I just won't review it. How about that? Give me bottles. Not you.
Fair enough.
Not
But
you.
folks, the video's so nice, had to outro it twice.
Or
All
Nulu.
that being
Or
said,
Koval. I'm sure there's others.
that's his Christmas wish list. Thank you for being here. Thank you
Fuck
for
you,
joining
bro.
us. God bless. Travel well.